Hello again. I'm still Ben. Back to the hat to find our next topic. Proper uses for AI and regulation. Proper uses for AI and AI regulation. Well, this is another hot topic right now because of all the data centers that are destroying our planet and sucking up our water and making everyone's energy bills go insane. So, AI is a fascinating kind of tech right now. It's way overblown, and all of the companies that want to bail out because their system is crashing and their bubble's about to burst, I really hope do not get it. The same way that we should not have bailed out the banks in '08. But in terms of how we need to use this technology, and I was in an IT job for over 10 years, and I can tell you that pretty much nobody in IT likes using this either, but it is being forced on everyone the same way it's being forced on the public. It needs to be relegated and regulated to specifically the areas that human beings cannot calculate, like it needs to be microscopic, and quantum level science, things like that. We've already seen great breakthroughs for things like breast cancer detection years ahead of when a traditional method would have been able to detect it. AI's already done that. That kind of thing, medical uses, that's extremely useful. Writing songs or making quote unquote art, or taking notes, or being a chat friend because you're lonely, none of these things are appropriate for AI. They need to absorb all of these other AIs into the larger ones that are being used for these scientific endeavors. It needs to be kept into those fields and those fields alone. Nobody wants it in the other fields anyway. Artists and musicians and creatives and everybody else hates what's going out and hates that it's poisoning the internet with this garbage content that's flooding over on top of itself. AI making AI content after being fed other AI nonsense over and over and over again. But specifically those kinds of scientific and medical areas like astronomy, huge intergalactic calculations for trying to get off this planet, things like that, things that by the time human beings try to double check the work of, it's going to be a few centuries later. We can get further ahead if we focus this in the directions that it needs to be in and disallow it in all these other fields. Like if you need an AI to take notes for your work meeting, don't. You didn't actually need that. Okay? All this is doing is trying to get these industries to be more autonomous without workers, so that all of the owners who think they own you can actually just fire you and replace you with AI, and they don't have to pay AI to do the jobs. So, they're creating a employment and unemployment bubble, really, that they don't care about because they think their companies are still going to survive somehow, even though how do companies and how do economies survive if the majority of people involved in them can't have money to spend on anything? Are the AI is going to make money and spend money for you? No, it's ridiculous. These need to be reined in away from what's called end users, basically. This needs to be in professional fields like medicine, like astronomy, like hard physics and science. That's where we can really make use of AI. Anything else? No, this is nonsense, and no one likes it. My name is Ben Howison. Sursum Corda.